Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today day 14 and I'm gonna ride this mountain bike by Wheel Torrent 1. So it's actually one of the most affordable mountain bicycle which comes with a torque sensor. And let's go for a ride. Oh, I need to adjust the seat too high. I didn't ride it for a while already, so turn it on, you have to press this button. The display is small, but it's again very clear to see. That's very important when you press the brakes. I guess when you start you will see the engagement. So right now it's 0 miles. Let's see what else here. Nothing. And it comes with a thumb throttle, but the thumb throttle will not move your bike at this time. I think the new batch will. So you have to start to pedal in order to engage the throttle. Basically the same as any scooter mostly. You have to kick, move a little bit, and then it will engage. So the weather today is a little bit better, but we're expecting to have rains, and it's day 14. So if we're gonna have a heavy rain, I might skip, maybe not actually, because we'll see, hopefully not. But I like this bicycle. Let's talk about this challenge, day 14 today. So the challenge is about 30 days, 30 e-bikes. So what does it mean? I will ride for 30 days every day new electric bicycle. So today I'm on Torrent 1, and tomorrow will be different e-bike I'm gonna ride. So GPS. So every day new bike, but it's not about me. I want to get you guys engaged and ride the bicycle as often as you can, because it's good for you, for your health. When you're riding the bicycle, it's basically like exercise as long as you pedal it. Like right now I'm pedaling on pedal assist level 1. Actually it's really nice. I like this bicycle a lot for pedaling. The seat is original, it's hard, but it's sports seat, and I'm okay with that. I'm actually pretty good with this hard seat because it's a sport bicycle, and when you pedal it, you basically sometimes not even sitting much. Mostly when you're in the mountains, you use your feet to transport yourself. We have some road work over here. Not sure what's happening, but anyways, I'm gonna go maybe for a little bit longer ride, but I want to make videos somewhere under 20 minutes if I can. But okay, let's go over this bike first, and then we'll go to another topic. It should be maybe interesting what I absorb from being in many groups and working with many brands. I noticed I'm gonna make one round over here. Actually, I like this area for biking because there is no many cars over here, and it's very nice. I think it's like 600 feet circle or something like that, or maybe less. So I used to bike over here just around. It's good. So the difference, like on this bicycle, why it's most affordable, I'm not sure why they keep the price so low, but I believe it was like around $1,000 last sales price, and I do have discount as well. It's like I believe $80 off. I'm gonna post everything in description, and the code I believe it was e-rides. It comes with let's see how many, 3 pedal assist, yeah, and that's all you need actually. A lot of people sometimes asking why it's only 3, because it comes with torque sensor, so you don't really need more, because you get as much power as you pedal it. Like for example, right now I start to pedal, it's going 70 miles an hour and can go probably even higher because I think they measure the brakes, the squeaking, because I'll talk to you why is it squeaking. There is a reason for that as well. So 3 is more than enough actually for this type of torque sensor bicycle, because they measure the pedal assist by watt peak. So basically each pedal assist level have produce less peak power. So when you start to pedal it, it's not that torquey, but if you start level 3 it will accelerate faster because it will takes more watt, so more power. And if you're using the level 3, then the battery will not last as long. But again, the speed can go up to the top speed, I believe, even with pedal assist level 1, I believe, on this bike as well. My headlight looks like it's on, but let me check. Oh yeah, headlight is on. Oh, it's okay. And you cannot really use the throttle, but I think they upgraded it so people can use this. But actually I find this great safety feature for people who just transit from regular bicycle to electric bicycle. One of the best bicycle if you want, like for pedaling, this one, to transit from regular bicycle, because not only it's much lighter than many fat tire bikes, or because it comes like with mountain tires and all terrain, I guess that's how they call it, but it's like more mountain bicycle tires, 27.5 inches. But it does come with mechanical brakes, which are squeaking for reason because last time when I rode this bicycle, let's go here. When I rode this bicycle last time, I think it was off-road, and I never even cleaned it up actually. Maybe just wipe some dust. So when dust or whatever, like dirt or any soil comes to the contact with the pads and the disc, they might start to squeak, or oil. So that's why if you want to have it better working without less squeaking, like with less squeaking, then you would need to clean them up with alcohol or like the special spray. I can post link in description or in comments if you remind me, because I might forget it. So that's why it's squeaking. But I think when I tested first time it was good, but now it's contaminated, so they're squeaking. So let's talk about, I'm gonna try to get somewhere where there's less traffic, so it's not gonna be that loud. I don't want to go to a bike line, a bicycle line, because I know it's loud over there as well. So I'm gonna just right here on pedal assist level 1. It's a give it a nice exercise. And I'm on gear number 3, so I'll give you good pedaling. Can go even 4. So about this bike, it's all good. I like it, and if you want to find out more about it, I'm gonna put link in description and link for discount. And this bike comes, all fifth wheel bikes comes UL certified. So for some people like in New York or whatever, like if you worry about to have the certification, they have not only the battery certified, but also the full bike, both, all of the models UL certified. So, and they're actually good quality. The fork is nice on this bike and have no issue at all. Really nice soft ride and a nice acceleration when you're pedaling, so basically it's very smooth. Okay, so let's talk about non-brand, different, I guess. So I belong to many groups and I follow like different groups for reason to see how people feel about specific groups. So if they got like any issue with other company, what kind of issue, and so on. So I'm just trying to see like how different brand works with handling the cases and so on. So today we have like somebody like I have many groups actually. I on Facebook I have few groups for different brand and sponsored group, and they're like I manage them just for to have people to join. I even actually have a fifth wheel group as well. I even forgot. So welcome to join the group. I'm gonna post link in description. If you have fifth wheel or want to participate and learn more about it, welcome to join. So the reason I get these groups up, so people can come, ask questions, post the pictures, share the experience, and so on. I don't block anybody unless it's a spam or accusation without any proof. Like some people are not happy with some small stuff and they come and start to post many comments bad. But again, I always give a lot of time before I ban anybody or delete any comments, but it's very rare happen. So I keep it open, mostly uncensored and not sponsored by any brand. So if you go like in some groups, they actually managed by and owned by the company brand, so they can always delete your past post and so on. So back to the complaints and defects and all these damages. People give feedback in different groups, like many of them, the big brands and so on. So just if you never ever own the bike, I have bad news for you. Every single bicycle, regardless electric or regular bicycle, can break down. Sometimes they may have defects of some problems. That's the nature of anything. When you buy something human-made, human always make mistake. If it's in rocket science or something small. So be prepared, and what you should do. So choosing the bike just because you see a lot of negative comments, it's not always bad, because there some people might just go there unhappy with the purchase or the damage they got, but nothing to do with the quality of the bikes. Many brands use the same quality product, like shifter, like this one is by Shimano. It comes with many different bicycles, for example. I think this handles I don't see much often, but they're good quality. Also this throttle I don't see much often on them, so it looks like really good. And also the display more a bit unique, so I don't see them often on many bicycles. But braking system, sometimes like this mechanical brakes particularly, I think it comes on many budget bicycles. And I'm gonna go straight. So talking about budget, this bicycle I think it's in budget category. Well, yeah, it's a budget bicycle, so that's why it has mechanical brakes. It has Shimano shifter, which is it's not bad. I mean, it just, you don't really need like expensive, because yeah, you can get an expensive shifter and expensive derailleur, but this one is just budget one. Let me stop, I don't remember which derailleur this one we use, so let me check. Okay, this one actually SAS index, so I think this one I also like kind of just budget. More than 80% or even higher probably use the budget parts. So many bicycles use budget parts and nothing bad about them. Actually some budget parts are more reliable sometimes, but again, you can always upgrade if you want to, but all those parts are considered to be in consideration when they make the price for the bicycles. That's why you pay less. So any bicycle you buy under $2,000, don't expect to pay for premium parts. When I say premium parts, I mean they're not costing like $20 like this shifters. They will cost like 50 to $100. They're already more in premium category because there's not many bicycle companies who would use them, because you don't really need them. You don't need this type of parts on the electric bicycle. Usually they use for mountain bicycles for different reasons. When you're buying like for bicycle which cost 3,000 to 5,000, then you get like premium parts on them. Okay, so I guess people are not sure where they want to go. So that's want to clarify that don't expect to get super premium parts which will cost half of your bicycle. Same thing with a motor. When you're buying bicycle for under $2,000, don't expect to get the best Bafang motor. You can get just the basic part. Also, the, let's say Bafang, they are a big brand. They do have many motors, and they do have some motors which is very affordable and very cheap. They don't even put the name on it. And so they do make different. They do more premium, they make them more affordable, or they make them really cheap. They don't even put the name on it because they don't want to have bad reputation. And again, I tested other motors like I've seen truck motor, and they're pretty good actually. Never have any issue with them. They're very strong motors as well. So there's many other brands which actually perform sometimes better than cheap Bafang motors. So when you're picking the bike, some people post a lot of comments like in different groups. We got damaged bike, the company handling not as they wanted. Just for your consideration, that I would be really pissed as well as you probably if I got damaged bike and I want to go for a ride and I expected to get this bike very soon, but it arrived late sometimes. So there's many different reasons people are not happy. This one is Los Angeles River. So beautiful here. No water, so but once the rain starts, probably tomorrow, after tomorrow, it's gonna be half full. And you can fish here. We don't have crocodiles yet, like in Florida, but some areas have fish, not here, because this area usually dry up quickly in the valley. So that's why bicycle comes damaged, and if you're buying bicycle, some company offer damage insurance. Like, so when you buy, it's good to buy that insurance sometimes. I'm not 100% sure, never have experience how it will work. Would they refund you full money only for defective parts? I'm not 100% sure. I recommend to read before you buy. This extra warranty. That extra warranty usually cover defects or damages, I believe, and mostly like damages during the shipment. So it's good to buy one if they offer, but read before to know if you're just wasting your money or not. Many companies usually take care of the damaged items by sending you parts to get them fixed. Most of the company do not pay for labor, so I know like people got surprised. How come I have to pay for labor if I got my bicycle not working? I have warranty. If it's, I think it's fair enough. If it came damaged, then the company would either, it's not the company's fault usually, because those boxes are heavy, and if they drop off the truck, and let's say you live in New York and the bike comes from California, they're gonna drop this box like 10 to 20 times before you're gonna get it. So imagine how bad the bike can damage. It may not have visual damages, but it might have hidden damages like electronic, controller, motor, or anything, because even it's very nice packed inside, it might have still might have damages. So don't be surprised. It's not just always bad quality control. but they might get damaged, and that happens. So when you buy the bicycle, even like I bought a helmet, it was damaged or defected, but I returned it and bought another one. So talk to the company, see what they can do because to make you happy, because most of them are willing to work because they don't need like they don't want to send you bad bike. They always send you good bike, but they never know. Like some companies, like actually there's many companies who are not manufacture their own bicycles, and there are very many of them. Usually they use a third-party factory. I would say more than 80% of the bikes, you name any brand, even electric XP, and they do not manufacture their own bikes. They have zero control usually over, and trust me, CEO or whoever will not sit on the factory and check every single bicycle. And I think it's very hard for company keep this quality control, because like I replaced recently bearing in a headset on the bicycle, and I thought they just missed it, but turned out to be it's not really company fault. Like of course, if they have like an employee who would check every single part they install before installing, that would not happen most likely. But I realized they got this package where the bearing was just missing. So when it's missing, and they just and it's really like hard to see when I try to install it. It cannot really see the bearing because it's kind of hidden. So if I do like, let's say 20 or 30 bikes a day, or I think they do much more than that. So imagine you're sitting and you're just installing few parts, so you don't really checking the parts because you assume those parts should be good, they should be inside. So they basically sometimes maybe even not looking when they installing. I have no idea, but it's very hard to check, and mostly hard to check like some other defects. If they do check usually, but some functionality on the bike cannot really be detected until you start to ride it sometimes, and some of them need some so basically, again, before you buy the bicycle, check the warranty to make sure there is warranty in place. If the bike company offer labor, usually I think if it comes damaged right away or defected, all of the company ask you to contact them within as soon as possible, so they can know that you didn't damage it, or like, because a lot of people buy their bicycles and they want to make them faster, they messed up the settings, and now the bicycle is not working. So that's another issue might happen, and then they call the company and say, oh, my controller is not working or whatever, and they want to replace because they burn it or do something to it. So sometimes company agree to get the bicycle completely returned for full refund. Sometimes so it's all up to the company policy. So before you buy, it's good for you to read and get more familiar with that, and this way you know what you are getting into. But that's one of the reasons I have a group, so people can come and see, and I can contact the group, the company, and see if they can help. Most of the companies I notice they take care of the clients. So some company, unless they're out of the business by the time your bike arrives, they might happen as well. Actually, one of the company, I cannot get hold of owner for fun bikes. I need to check again. Looks like they're out of the business because the website is down. So we'll see. I may ride the bicycle later on in the video. So that's about when you you have to read it before you buy it. All the review you see, mostly the technical show you what the bicycle perform, how the bicycle perform, going over some specifications, but quality control, even the brands have no quality control much over the factory. The factory usually provide, as I said before in the previous videos when I was riding, the factory actually is the one who gives you the warranty in most cases, not the brand, the factory. So let's say you buy bike A and you have issue with that certain part, let's say motor, you need to send them a video and tell them you have a motor problem. The company A would take your notice and video and take it to the factory, and the factory would decide what the issue, and the factory will send you a replacement part. Okay, that's how usually it works. So you get the part, and the brand sometimes might pay for it, maybe not. It's total up to the brand and situation. Like Aventon, why people so happy sometimes with Aventon? For two reasons. One reason, they give you 1 year free labor coverage. So basically you got 2 years, I believe, warranty with 1 year labor. So if you're gonna go a second year, they usually will not pay for any issue with your bike other than parts. Why so many dealers participate? Because they get paid for replacing the parts, and they get paid for selling you the bike, which costs usually more, and that's why you going to local dealer. The dealer usually have to pay for rent, they have to pay for electricity, employees, taxes and insurance, so many time and many liabilities. So it's good to buy from dealer if you have one, but usually they don't have many choices because they work only with few companies usually, and they mostly work with a company who pays them for labor. So for example, if you buy fifth wheels, they're gonna have, I think, also dealers, I'm not sure. So let's say you buy fifth wheel bike from dealer, and if they don't cover labor, then you pay to the dealer to get this part installed if you need to replace. And that's how it works usually with most of the bikes. Electric XP, they do not cover labor, but because they want to keep you happy, sometimes if you start to complain a lot, they will pay for some labor. Mostly they pay if the problem on the end, let's say they got recall for the bad brakes, not just because they want to replace it. They have no other choices, they have to. They have bad brakes, okay? And that's how it works. I hope you understand the system, and comment below what do you think, if you have any bad experience with any bicycles, or if you're planning to buy one, which one you're thinking to buy. My website, get all the discount codes, and you can get for some of them a real good deal. I'm not sure what the price today on this bike, but the fifth wheel, they have, right now I think they almost sold out. I think it's Torrent F2 FT, and that bike, dual suspension, one of the best actually, for the price they have. I think the price went up, but it's still less expensive than even Adventure Level 2. It also comes with a torque sensor, dual suspension, Bafang motor. So all good stuff, but much cheaper, because I believe they do not. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember the. I don't want to say wrong information, but I'm not sure if they pay labor. They might pay labors, maybe not, but they do have 2 years warranty. which is good. And I always recommend when you get the new bicycle, even I do unboxing videos, that's something I may consider in the future. Maybe I should stop detailed unboxing, because many people also, when they buy brand new bicycle, they think the bicycle will be good right out of the box. We're gonna touch the wheel, handlebar, and ready to go. That's not actually the case with most of the bicycles. You would need to know how to attach everything, and then to check with the torque wrench to make sure all the bolts and nuts on specific torque tighten, otherwise they can break down while you're riding. And like I have bad experience when I forgot even to tighten some of the bolts sometimes on handlebar, like even me. So it's always good to take the bike, even you like put together, that's fine, but then you can take it to your local shop to check the brakes, derailleur, they do adjustment. And mostly when your brakes leaking, sometimes they need bedding, and if you never did a bedding, you may want to search on Google or YouTube how to do bedding. So it's very important if you want to have less squeaking on your brakes, because usually it happens when the brakes are not even worn out when you start to ride first time, and they might damage the pads. So that's why it's always good to adjust it. But again, electric bicycle, it's more complicated than regular bicycles. And when you buy a bicycle even from Walmart, usually they're not assembled, or if they assembled even in Walmart, I would recommend to take them to the bike shop to professionally recheck. So, and that's another reason why some shops selling the new bicycles, because most of the time they charge you for assembly, which is about $100 to $200, and sometimes that's already including all this turn up, derailleur, brakes and stuff. So, and it's recommended to do regularly, so they recommend to check the bicycle every 100 to 200 miles to make sure the bicycle in good shape, and also lubricating the chain and do some maintenance. One of the reasons I never made a video on maintenance, because there are many of them and most of them are about the same. And second reason, I don't have I don't ride the same bicycle as long, and as I do this 30 days challenge, I probably will not ride the bike again for another month or two. So that's why I may consider to sell half of it now. Okay, so I'm gonna consider to sell some of them, because I need space also, since I park outside and I hate it. So I need some space. I'm gonna sell about 10 to 15 bicycles after, and just to free up space. And also I don't have time to ride all of them, and that's why by the time I'm gonna ride, I'm not sure how many miles I put on this bike. Let's see if I can see anything. I don't remember how to change trip. Oh, okay, I have 28 miles on this bike only, so you have to press M quickly twice. So 28 miles. I'm gonna go level 2 pedal assist. So I only have like 28 miles on this bike, so it's too early to do any maintenance. But I didn't even put the air pressure. I didn't check on this bike. Actually, I rode off-road on the grass and so on, and the tires with no slime, they're still very good holding up. So nice tires on this bike as well. So you get a really good quality bicycle. I'm not saying it's a premium, it's more budget, and don't understand me wrong. When I say good bicycle, I don't mean it comes with expensive parts, because if you're in or in a regular bicycle even industry, you would know some parts can be very expensive. They may cost like half of this bicycle. Some fork may cost you about $800, and some people pick those forks and replace them. So it's all depends what you're looking for. But usually, if you buy electric bicycle under $2,000, even under $3,000, some of them, you will not get really expensive parts on it. So you get like just maybe a basic, usually like a little bit more, like for example, this one is $20. Let's say you're gonna buy for they're gonna put like maybe the other shifter like which costs $30. So you will not see major difference. Very much difference when you're buying more expensive bicycle. They usually use most of the time better battery from LG or Samsung, and better cells, because it can be Samsung, but it might be different cells which are cost less, and they will not hold the charge as good, as long, as much. Anyways guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.